Our guest right now is former Hidalgo County Commissioner Joel Quintanilla, seeking Congress Democrat nomination among 6 candidates that are seeking that nomination. Mr. Q, thanks for being with us today. And for folks who don't know about you, tell us a bit about your background.
Well, thank you for the invitation, first of all, Sergio. I am Joel Quintanilla, and I'm running for U.S. Congress District 15. I've been a home builder and developer now for 30 years. I have a lovely wife by the name of Sarah, and I have 6 children and 10 grandchildren. I was actually a city commissioner in the city of Mercedes at the age of 24. I was a mayor for 9 years in Mercedes and also a county commissioner for several years. And actually, I had the blessed and fortunate to actually represent over 200,000 citizens in Precinct 1. Dealt with 400 colonias in our precinct, huge issues from infrastructure to economic development. And I'm very proud to say that we did champion economic development in the city of Mercedes.
I was going to mention, I noticed you lost some weight, but then you said 10 grandkids. Oh, that's what you're trying to keep up with the kids.
They keep me busy, serio, and they're such a blessing. Te roban el corazón, en serio.
Your political philosophy, explain, what that is, where you stand, and why you're running as a Democrat.
I was born and raised Democrat. That's the way it was. That's the way my parents, brought me up. And I've always had the compassion and the drive to serve. As a young child, I started at the age of 13 serving with the Colombian Squires. Became a Knights of Columbus member as well. Served on the Mercedes JCs, the Boys and Girls Club of Mercedes. We chartered the Boys and Girls Club in Mercedes, actually. Always been in public service for over 20 years already. And I feel that at this point, I'm ready to take on the congressional seat. I know I can represent. We have the leadership skills, and we definitely have the experience. Our people are hurting in this district. I've traveled throughout the district, and it goes all the way as far as South New Braunfels, actually, the Schertz area, Guadalupe County, Karnes County. It's huge. What I have found out already is that issues that affect those counties are very different from Hidalgo County, actually. So I know that I'm ready, and I know that we can truly make an impact and truly make that change in this district.
You mentioned that issues are a bit different up there. It's a long district. South Texas all the way up to the San Antonio area. It's a very long district. How do you unite? How do you marry the issues and be an effective congressman for all people within the district?
That's easy for me to answer because I've been doing this for years already. Basically, I know that I can bring people together and lead, where we need to and truly address the issues that need to be addressed. For example, one of our biggest issues here along the Rio Grande Valley, our border, is the safety of our border, the safety of our families. And basically, this is a huge concern at this point. When up north, further up north in the district, those are not their issues. They have their oil and gas economic development. As far as that's concerned, oil and gas is really in a bad situation. People are hurting. They don't have the jobs. Their unemployment rates are extremely high.
Would you say then, you touched on border security a little bit, would you say that's a top issue for South Texas, or is another issue come to mind?
Well, border security is very important, but also immigration reform. At this point, we have a lot of our immigrant families that have lived here for over 20, 25 years, and they're faced with issues that they're afraid that they're going to be deported. And I'm totally against that. We can't be breaking up families like that. We can't deport our families like that. We need to legalize those families and give them an opportunity. They've already been contributing to our country. They're working families that are here already. Their children have graduated from our schools. They're going to universities. We have soldiers, men and women that have served this great country of ours that still are not residences. They don't have the status of being a resident of the United States of America, and that's got to change.
Is the border secure enough, or does it need to be more secure? And if so, how would you do that?
It's at this point, I do back up all the policies that we have as far as the border security is concerned, but we definitely need to bring in more boots on the ground. We need to invest in federal agents. We need to make sure that we bring in more agents to actually patrol our areas. I've been blessed and fortunate to meet with a lot of border patrol agents and federal agents in the area, and that's their concern. Most of them feel that the military presence is not necessary because actually we bring a military presence, yes, it deters certain issues, certain people wanting to do things illegally here in our border, but at the same time, it doesn't actually face the true immigration issues that we have.
On Obamacare, would you reform it, replace it, or keep it as is?
You know, President Obama had a great idea. He really did. We need to tweak it. We definitely need to reform it. We still have a lot of families out there that are not being able to actually attain their insurance. Is it truly affordable? To many families, it's not. You know, we have single parent families that are working and trying to do their best, but at the same time, their premiums are really expensive, and their deductibles are extremely high, so they can't afford it. So is it truly affordable? At this point, I would say no. We need to reform it.
And on veterans issues, what comes to mind?
Oh, my God. Our veterans, God bless them. You know, I'm a commander of the Sons of the American Legion, Post 172 in Mercedes, and we deal with these issues. I see these issues, and bottom line, they don't have the benefits they deserve. You know, less than 1% of this nation's population, all right, less than 1%, Sergio, are actually willing to bear arms and serve this great country and protect this country so we may live the way we do in freedom. And less than 7/8% of this nation's budget goes to Veterans Administration and veterans benefits. It's long overdue. Any soldier, any man or any woman that's willing to bear arms and protect our country deserves the health care they deserve. They deserve better health care. We have so many veterans that don't have it. You know, yes, we want a veterans hospital here in the area, and we're going to continue that fight. We're going to continue to demand that. But at the same time, they deserve healthcare of choice. I'm calling this a Patriot card. Okay, they deserve an insurance card with 100% benefits. They deserve to go to the hospital of choice, doctor of choice, and pharmacy of choice. Why make them wait? They're going to our VA hospital, and they're being told that they need to actually have an appointment and go back to receive the services they deserve. They go back, they receive some services, and then they say, come back to get your results. And before you know it, all this time has gone by, and their illnesses have progressed. That needs to stop. Shame on us.
And in this last minute, any final thoughts, something that you want the voters to know about you?
I humbly ask all the voters here throughout this district to truly consider supporting Joel Quintanilla. I've been in public service for over 20 years. I'm ready. I have the experience. I have the leadership skills. I know I can represent. I have actually gone to our state capitol and actually helped sponsor legislation that affects this area already. I have dealt with several senators, state reps, congresspeople. They know who I am. I have already built up that rapport, and I'm ready to go out there and serve and represent. I'm not going to hit the ground as a rookie congressman. I'm going to be a congressman with experience. I'm truly going to serve this district the way it deserves to be served.